Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another video. My name is Kat, known as phamerina.planning here on YouTube and on Instagram. And today's video is a plan with me for the week of. I just had this open. Why did I close it? It is for the week of January 6th through January 12th using this kit from Letters to Apollo called City Sparkle, foiled in silver. I have the base kit, I think it's like journal deco. I forget exactly what it's called. The journal, like the deco sheet in washi, the mood board also in washi, and I also not picked up, I pulled in the oh goodness, I think it's the winter bucket list. Terrible washi. Terrible has an able to be torn from the Giving Girl. I'm pretty sure it's the winter bucket list one. So because I wanted some more, because I think when Jessica released this kit, there was also she had like a terrible washi. But I couldn't justify spending all of the monies when I had stuff in my collection already. So um that is why I decided to not get the one from Letters to Apollo and just pull this one in because I had it. So we start with our bottom washi, and since I'm in these inserts, I did went all the way across. And I knew I wanted to do something like with a fun scene in the bottom. So that's why I left the sidebar part open because I knew I was going to do something with like the scenery in here because there's a lot of great little scenic moments. As you see, I didn't pick up any of the florals because one, I was on a budget, and two, I am of the philosophy that not every single kit needs florals. So with a kit called City Sparkle, I was like, nah, this kit, the florals we have are enough. We don't need any extra florals for this one. So I pulled in the like the what's the word? The neighborhood view from the which one? Which page was that? From the deco, and just pulled in the fashion girl. I think she's also on the deco. What was interesting to me, or what drew me to this kit, was one, it's a night kit. Of course, I'm going to get it. But two, um, was the kind of dichotomy we had here. You had the kind of home life scenes with like the baking with the cinnamon buns or honey buns or whatever they're called. You had like the neighborhood views. So I really tried to keep it with like I tried to keep the two sides distinct. One where it was kind of like the neighborhood, the small hometown feel, with like the little house scene, which is, now that I'm looking, I didn't realize that. Now that I'm watching this footage, I was like, oh, the full box and that swatch box at the bottom are the exact same scene, just mirrored, which I usually try to avoid, but I think it works. It works out in this situation. And then in the middle of my sidebar, I pulled in the door. This kit is Christmas leaning, um, but I feel like we usually extend Christmas into January anyway because we need some happiness in these cold, like, I mean, temperature wise, in these cold times. Um, so and I bought the kit. I was going to use it. I don't care necessarily about like the year. I mean, I do a little bit. I do a little bit seasonally care. Um, but is a to me this was more of a winter kit rather than a Christmas kit. So that's why I was like, let's just pull it into January. It's fine. It's fine. So in the top, I was thinking of just like doing the extended look across the top since I used my lace washi at the bottom. Um, but I quickly realized I didn't have enough of the headers to do that. So I just went back to lining my just lining the top of the columns with these headers. I have no idea what that spot is. It's some weird spot on the planner. Gonna get covered up anyway, so I didn't stress too much about it. So I made sure to try to pull in as much of this washi paper as much as I could from the Giving Girl. just to make sure it was somewhat represented within the spread. Um, and in my date cover area, since I didn't have any like floral trims, I didn't really have, I was looking at my collection. I don't have a lot of like garlands either. And to be honest with you, I'm like, I don't want to just keep using snowflakes. Snowflakes are great, but like I don't want to just keep using snowflakes for winter, right? I want to be able to pull in other things. So I decided to just do some kind of like journaling moments with the deco and just make it feel a little more scrapbooky, I guess is the word I wanna use. Um, because here I'm like pondering. I was like, what can I bring up into this day cover since I'm limited in the fact that I don't have any florals. Um, I really don't have a lot of foiled. Like again, uh, I have snowflakes, but I don't want to keep just using snowflakes, right? It's just gonna start looking very samey after a while if I just keep using snowflakes everywhere. So that's what I did. I just pulled in a lot of like little torn paper elements, little stamps. And then I know I was debating how I wanted to do my date covers because Letters to Apollo kits don't come with date covers. So I was like, do I want to use the date covers that come from the kit or do I not? Um, like as in the like the swatches. Do I want to pull in those swatches or do I want to just kind of free form this and like I think there's a huge kind of, I don't want to say huge, maybe that's not the right word. I feel like a lot of the YouTubers that I usually watch, Christy, Kitty underscore blah, 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 Kitty underscore plants. I know Jamie does it. Like they don't really use the day covers, which is like not like it's not neither here nor there. Um, because I feel like date covers are formulaic, I guess is the word I want to use. But for me, I feel like I keep getting drawn to them because like these are like one of like four, not four, that's a lot of, it's one of like two or three instances in which I can use these. Um, so I typically find myself pulling them in. I'm trying to like figure out or think about like if there are different ways or different shapes we can use. And again, I think part of the issue, if you want to call it, was that I was kind of limited since I didn't have a lot of like deco. I didn't buy any of the floral trims or any of like the washi add-ons. That's on me. That's not on the kid. That's on me. um, but for my day covers, I pulled in the, I'm pretty sure that's the modern font from Paper Trail Plans. And then I think those are the Sadie stickers numbers. I don't remember if Sadie stickers or Paper Trail Plans. It's one of those two. Because I bought a bunch of the date numbers. It's like the academic kind of looking font or the typewriter font. It's one of those two. Um, so on to the full boxes. So I found myself like struggling. I don't know if it comes across on camera that I'm struggling. Because like I wanted to do something where I combine the deco with the full box, right? Making scenes or compositions, I guess is also a good word, with the deco. However, I feel like these full boxes were just too ornate, it's too detailed. There's a lot going on in the full boxes that it like anything I try to do, um, like has in any kind of compositions I was trying to make, unless it was with a floral box, it felt like I was trying too hard, right? Like if you look at the set I'm working on right now, you have that gorgeous skating rink with the tree, like the Rockefeller type of like feel. It's so detailed. And I feel like what I should have just done with this spread was just kept the boxes in the columns. Kept it simple because sometimes I think since I didn't have enough more simple boxes to pair with the more complex boxes. I feel like the I don't want to say impact, but like the design, the intricacies inside these boxes were fighting with each other for attention. Because I personally really like it just feels like I try to push like two really full elements together. And like I feel like, yeah, sure, lining these boxes might have helped, but I basically put myself in a situation where I was fighting to keep it's like trying to keep two very loud children quiet, or like making them cooperate, but they're just talking over each other. And that's kind of what I feel like is happening with these boxes right now. And like I didn't piece that all together until like right about here, is when I started being like, I might be trying to do too much. Like this screamed for doing something simple with the boxes. Um, and I did not hear that. So I think that's kind of where like I struggle with liking it more than I do, because it's very pretty. Like I really do like how this all came out. I just feel like now that I've thought about it and I've had these thoughts where I'm like, I feel like it could have looked better if I did it this other way. It like colors my perception of how I feel about it. I mean, I'm sure we've all had like we've laid down the kit and I'm like, "Ugh," or blah 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 blah. My words are failing me tonight. I'm sure we've all like laid down a kit and like we thought that, we put it down, and then we step back and we look at it and you're like, you know, I could have done this better. How? I don't know, but I could have done this better. And that's like where I'm at with this kit. Like it's not the kit. It's not on the kit to be perfect, right? Um uh th- how I lay them down is not the kit's fault. That's my fault. Um so I just feel like if I kept this a bit more simple, I feel like it would have better impact on the page, because I'm like trying to figure out where to like how to pull this deco in and make it look cute and like make it look like it's part of the full box, when I feel like that is detracting from the full box rather than adding to it. Um like honestly, the best moment I have with these full boxes is the one under Wednesday, because it's in the column with a lace header and the bingo bongo. It looks great. Like that's just like that's my struggle, and like sometimes you should have kept it simple. So those simple days were good for a reason, right? So on to the day by day. Monday we start with a coffee Monday. I bounce I bounce around a lot when I was making this, but I don't know. I've been bouncing around a lot, um, which is interesting for me because I feel like I I'm doing it right now. I feel like something catches my attention and I go work on that, and then I forget I was working on this other thing. So then I like try to go back to work on the first thing, and then I'm like, oh wait, but what about this little thing? So that's kind of like how this whole spread was being done. Like I had the foiled samplers with me, and I was like, oh, like this element will look cool here, and this element will look cool here, and I'm like, well, it's just kind of all over the place, right? Back to what's going on. Monday we start with a coffee Monday. I'm going to then loop back and work on marking snow, which is what I'm doing here. We must I don't remember the snowstorm, to be very honest. Then I did some laundry and ended the night with a planning sesh. On Tuesday, Tuesday was a paperwork day. I'm trying to remember around this time what was going on, because there was also a lot of work drama, and like I probably would not go into more detail in the plan with me, or in this memory planner, obviously. Um but I would guess I probably expanded on that thought in my bullet journal, because probably in my bullet journal one line today. So I don't know what it is now off the top of my head. But we had work drama that was marked with the dumpster fire trash because that's what I do. Then I took out the trash, so there wasn't much to mark that day apparently. On Wednesday, we were in like the middle of this cold snap, and I hate the cold. I call myself a tropical flower. I mean, I've lived in the States my whole life, in Pennsylvania specifically. So I see all four seasons. But, my family's from Vietnam. So that climate ain't this climate. So I call myself tropical flower. I don't do well with the cold at all. I hate it. So it was really cold. Then what did I do? I put away my laundry, and then I did a planning sesh. Any of those black scripts, um, actually, it might not have been planned. If it, you know what, I'm gonna have to. I don't remember what was just on that one. But sorry, my brain just stopped. This is one. Okay. I was like, I feel like I did one. This Duncan Run script is from Blissful Jade Designs. This one I know specifically is a custom. She, oh my God, it was a bad work week. She does custom scripts on the first of every month, like the first weekend of every month. So, what? I don't know when this video is coming out. So, first weekend of every month. Keep an eye out. Um, Dang, I had a rough week this week apparently with work. Sorry. So Thursday we start with the Duncan run, more work drama, which is why that says leave me the F alone. And then I had a Five Guys, and to build on these two sides, right? The dichotomy of this kit with the homey side on the left and the more city festival side on the right. I built the little like amusement park scene at the bottom with the Ferris wheel and the merry-go-round. I thought that was cute. Just wanted to build up some more moments. On Friday, Bub wasn't feeling well. I did some sticker shopping. I don't remember what it was, but I did some sticker shopping. Actually, I could probably figure it out. What day was that? The 10th? Oh, Starlight Paper Studio and Saucy Stickers. Yeah, that was a good release weekend. That was a good one. They were gonna get my money either way. Um, um, that was also the first Starlight Paper release after becoming after starting to PR for her, which was really exciting. On Saturday we started with a grocery run. There was some more snow. We went to Barnes and Noble, and I am starting to get back into reading like more regularly. And I consider manga part of reading. I was reading which volume was it? 15th volume of the Cardcaptor Sakura Clear arc. Cardcaptor Sakura is like one of my favorite magical girl anime mangas. It's just there's something so wholesome about it. And like Sakura is very cheery, and I wish I had that disposition and outlook on life, but I don't. I'm too cynical. So that's what I read that day. On Sunday, I woke up and I was in a bad mood. Woke up on the wrong side of the bed that day. I don't know why. I just was in a mood. So it was a rough morning for my family. We also got Happy Meals because they had Sonic toys. We bought a new washing machine, and I ended the night by filming. So here is the spread. That was a chaotic voiceover, was that not? Here are the kit leftovers. There's something nice about having like a smaller kit or smaller amount of pages, so you use more of the stickers, and there's like a good feeling about that. These I'll just hold on to use in other planners, and then we're gonna hit the flyover, and that is the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, I would love it if you gave the video a like. Leave a comment with any of your thoughts down below, and I hope to see you in the next one. And please subscribe. Bye.